I don't know why I'm writing this. Maybe it's to clear my head. Maybe because no one else knows the truth but me. It all started last year during the dry season. Amina was my cousin and we were as close as sisters. Her father was a big man in Kano, well known and respected. Everyone thought her life was perfect. She was engaged to Sani, her childhood friend, and the wedding was already being planned. But Amina wasn't happy. One evening, while we were fetching water, she confided in me. "I don't love Sani," she said, her voice barely a whisper. That was the first time she told me about Usman. Usman was an artist, a sculptor who worked with wood. He wasn't Hausa like us, he was from another tribe. Her father hated that. "Stick to your kind," he always said. But Amina and Usman had met at the local market, and she said he made her feel alive. At first, I thought it was just a crush, but then she started sneaking out to meet him. She'd lie to her parents and take the back alleys of our compound to avoid being seen. I begged her to stop, but she wouldn't listen. One night, her father caught her. He didn't see Usman, but he knew something was wrong. That's when things got serious. He locked her in her room for days, refusing to let her out. "You'll marry Sani, and that's final," he said. Amina begged me to help. She slipped me a note to give to Usman. I didn't want to, but I couldn't say no to her. When Usman read it, he looked broken. He said he'd do anything to be with her. The next night, Usman came to our compound. He stood outside, calling her name. Her father heard the commotion and stormed out. That was the first time I saw a grown man cry. Usman pleaded, saying he'd marry her properly, that he'd change his life to fit our ways. Her father wouldn't hear it. He called the guards and had Usman beaten and thrown out. The next day, Amina was gone. No one knew where she went, not even me. Some say she ran away with Usman. Others think she left to avoid bringing more shame to her family. Sani is still married, but not to Amina. Her father never talks about her now, and her family pretends she never existed. But I still think about her sometimes. I hope she found peace wherever she is. And that's it. That's the story of how love broke our family apart.